Farrer Park, a site rich in sporting history, is set to be redeveloped into a public housing estate. But analysts are split on whether it could fall under the prime location public housing model aimed at making flats in prime areas more affordable for Singaporeans. One analyst says property prices in the area have yet to hit the $1 million mark, but others say that the site is close to two other projects under the model. Regardless, they're foreseeing strong demand and premium prices for the project, with four-room flats costing anything from at least $500,000 to around $700,000.
Usually, thematic developments are found in private housing. Therefore, it is quite rare to find HDB flats being conceptualized and being built according to a specific theme. Sports is a theme that resonates well with young people, and Singapore is actually growing in the sports arena. Therefore, these thematic developments will likely be attractive to many young couples.
The 10-hectare site will be redeveloped to also integrate both new and old sports facilities to keep its heritage, roughly the size of 19 football fields. The area in Farrer Park will be home to about 1,600 new HDB flats. Alif Amshah with this report.
From this to this. It's a glimpse of what this site in Farrer Park will look like when its redevelopment is completed. To be launched within 3 years, the new housing project will help meet the strong demand for public housing. Bounded by Kingly Road, Hampshire Road and Racecourse Road, Farrer Park was home to Singapore's first racecourse. From the 1950s, it had also been the training ground for many national athletes. Located close to the city centre, it's a stone's throw away from Little India and Farrer Park MRT stations. A fifth of the site will be set aside as open spaces for sports and recreation, including a 1.2-hectare central green space. It's a plan welcomed by some current residents.
It's good to have these kind of areas where we can meet each other, we can come down and play some sport, we can have kids playing together.
I've been here for 18 years, so having this redevelopment is actually definitely a plus side for us because it will be a hub going on forward, so everything will be in one place.
Others fear the unique characteristics of the area might be stripped.
I don't think it's going to be the same like this. The situation will be much different. So because the environment will be totally different. There is no such areas in Singapore left such as this.
I'm here at the area that's set to be redeveloped, and if you're wondering why it's such an important part of Singapore's sporting history, well, this Farrer Park Fields is where football flourished in the 1930s to the 1980s. The area is also nurturing grounds that produced national footballers and Malaysia Cup winning teams up until the 1980s. In order to keep true to the area's rich sporting heritage, stakeholders, including residents, were consulted on the redevelopment plans. Benefiting from that is this former boxing gym, once home to tournaments and the Singapore Amateur Boxing Association. With the redevelopment, it will be converted into a multi-purpose sporting space while retaining key architectural features. This 65-year-old swimming complex, one of Singapore's first, won't be spared the demolition ball, however. It will have to make way for a sports centre complete with new swimming pools.